Hello guys, in this video I'm gonna quickly show you all the arguments, indicators and reasons why I think bear market bottom could be in for Bitcoin. Note here, nothing is ever certain on the market, so we are only operating on the probabilities, but I think there is a possibility that 4-year cycle low is already in a bit quicker than most people are expecting. Bear market bottom to form around October, November, basically the end of the year. But I'm gonna quickly move through all the indicators and arguments why I think bear market bottom could be in. We're gonna start with very simple ones. First one is Bitcoin cost of production. And as you can see historically, when Bitcoin touches the cost of production price, bear market bottom is already in or is very close. In 2018, you can see Bitcoin spilled for a few weeks below the cost of production price, but then this was the bear market low and then Bitcoin quickly recovered from that. Previous bear market bottom, we only briefly touched the cost of production, and this was the exactly weekly candle that marked end of the bear market. And right now, we have a few touches of the cost of production price, and slowly Bitcoin cost of production is picking up. So this could be a slight suggestion from the market that the bear market low is already in. Very similar indicator is Bitcoin electrical cost, which was accurate at least in the two previous bear market lows. We enter those electrical cost bands very close or during the bear market bottoms, and as you can see right now, we already spent some times in those electrical cost bands. This is the second slight suggestion that the bear market low could be in. The next one is one of the indicators that I'm not treating very seriously. This is only a model based on Bitcoin price action. This is Bitcoin rainbow wave indicator, and historically you can see when this indicator turns dark blue, Bitcoin bear market low is already in, or we are around macro bottom, after which Bitcoin tends to move higher on the weekly basis. The only maybe slight exception was the bear market and start of the bull market in 2015 and 2016, but every time this indicator turns dark blue, it's very close to major macro bottoms, after which we have at least a good relief bounce. The next indicator we are gonna switch up to is Bitcoin supply in loss and supply in profits. This indicator shows how much Bitcoins that are currently circulating on the market are currently in loss or in profits. So right now we are looking at Bitcoin supply in loss. So we can see how much Bitcoins currently circulating were bought at higher prices than Bitcoin is right now. So you can see that recently we made a record high if it comes to how many Bitcoins there were in loss. And we are right now in the zone that marked two previous bear market bottoms if it comes to Bitcoin supply at loss. Very similar thing if it comes to Bitcoin supply in profit. As Bitcoin went down, the supply that was in profit went down with it. And you can see that we are very close to previous bear market bottoms. And what's different about supply in profits compared to supply and loss, that every single bear market bottom, we tend to find the bottom a bit higher than during the previous bear market. Another thing that I'm not treating this very seriously, but this is the indicator that is called Bitcoin Never Look Back price. And the very interesting thing about this indicator that I found is that if we look at previous bear market bottoms, you can see that this Never Look Back price basically stays flat just before the bull market top, stays the same for the entire of the bear market, and then only picks up when the bear market low is in. And the same happened in 2018. If we zoom back, we can see that the Never Look Back price was going flat around Bitcoin bull market top, still flat through the entire bear market, and it only picked up when the bear market low was in. So very interesting thing that is happening right now. We have very similar setup. We have Bitcoin Never Look Back price staying flat from October 2024, and it stayed at the same price for the rest of the bull market. when we entered the bear market, it also never changed. And right now, the never look back price already started to pick up. So I'm not treating this indicator very seriously, but previous two bear market bottoms, this indicator only started to pick up when the bear market low was already in. And another indicator that could be hinting that the bear market low is in is the net realized profit loss. You can see that in the previous bear market, we had a few impulses of Bitcoin downtrend because bear markets never go down in the straight line. They have those impulses to the downside, then a short period of consolidation and maybe a bounce. And you can see that from the bull market top, we had 1, 2, and 3 major realized losses on the Bitcoin market. And right now we have very similar thing happening right now. We have 1, 2, and 3 impulses on the realized losses on Bitcoin. There is possibility that we get another and that I'm wrong about Bitcoin bear market low being in already, but so far we had 3 major waves of people selling their Bitcoins at loss. So this is it basically for all the indicators that I'm currently aware that are hinting bear market lows to be in. Another thing that is a bit more complicated is weekly cycles. If you're not familiar with cycles, I suggest you check out Bob Lucas or Camel Finance. They are much better than me if it comes to counting the cycles. Currently, the weekly cycle count on Bitcoin is suggesting that we should at least have a decent relief bounce. If either bear market low is already in, or we should at least get a decent bounce on Bitcoin before the bear market low bottom forms. Currently, the 30-week, 2-week count plus or minus is very consistent. And once this weekly cycle bottom forms, this should mean that we should already at least get a decent relief bounce on BTC. So that would be it for today. And let me know what you think, if you agree or disagree in the comments. And I'm gonna talk to you soon.